Holy basil, also known as Tulsi, isn't just a plant with a spiritual resume. It's the botanical equivalent of a therapist with a neuroscience degree and a calming cup of tea in hand. Revered in Ayurvedic medicine for centuries and now increasingly studied by modern science, holy basil is gaining attention for its potential to defend the brain against the silent saboteur of cognitive health, chronic stress. And not just by helping you feel better, but by protecting your neurons on a molecular level from stress-induced damage, inflammation, and burnout. Let's start with the basics. Chronic stress doesn't just make you grumpy or forgetful, it literally changes your brain. Long-term exposure to stress hormones like cortisol can shrink the hippocampus, your brain's memory HQ, disrupt communication between neurons, and kickstart neuroinflammation, which contributes to everything from brain fog to anxiety to the slow creep of age-related cognitive decline. It's like a slow-motion brain fire. And unfortunately, many of us are simmering in that state more often than we'd like to admit. Enter Tulsi, the adaptogenic superstar. Adaptogens are a unique class of herbs that help the body respond more effectively to physical and emotional stress, and Tulsi is one of the crown jewels. It seems to act as both a buffer and a balm, normalizing cortisol levels, reducing systemic inflammation, and boosting resilience in the face of mental and environmental challenges. In both animal studies and early clinical trials, holy basil extracts have shown promise in preserving cognitive function, especially under stress. Think of it as the plant version of emotional armor. One way Tulsi may do this is by modulating the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal (HPA) axis, the command center for your body's stress response. When this axis is constantly on high alert, the result is a flood of cortisol that over time wears down your memory, mood, and focus. Tulsi appears to down-regulate this overactivation, gently nudging the system back into balance. In some models, it's even been associated with improved learning and memory performance in animals subjected to stress. In humans, participants taking Tulsi have reported better mood, clearer thinking, and reduced anxiety, without the sedative side effects of many pharmaceutical options. But Tulsi doesn't stop at stress reduction. It also seems to have a direct anti-inflammatory effect on the brain. Neuroinflammation is increasingly recognized as a root contributor to diseases like Alzheimer's and depression, and holy basil's active compounds, such as eugenol, ursolic acid, and rosmarinic acid, have demonstrated the ability to dampen inflammatory cytokines and oxidative stress in neural tissue. That means fewer rogue immune cells attacking healthy neurons and more calm, coordinated signaling between brain regions. And let's not overlook the antioxidant properties. Holy basil is loaded with polyphenol and flavonoids that protect brain cells from the oxidative wear and tear that naturally accompanies aging. These compounds help neutralize free radicals, preserve mitochondrial function, and reduce cellular damage, essentially acting like a wellness tune-up for your gray matter. What's remarkable is that Tulsi doesn't act like a hammer, but like a gentle systems whisper. It doesn't overstimulate or knock things out. It restores balance, protects against overstimulation, and offers gentle support where it's needed most. That's probably why it's been described as both calming and clarifying, a rare combination in the world of brain health, where many interventions offer either sedation or stimulation, but rarely both, without side effects. Of course, it's not a cure-all. Holy basil won't erase Alzheimer's or single-handedly rebuild the prefrontal cortex after decades of poor sleep and doom scrolling. But it's one of those rare, multi-purpose herbs that actually has some scientific weight behind its traditional use, especially for modern problems like chronic stress, anxiety, and the creeping cognitive slippage that often comes with age. So yes, your brain on basil, holy basil, isn't just more peaceful. It may be more resilient, less inflamed, and better equipped to handle life's curveballs. Whether you sip it in a calming tea, take it in a capsule, or simply grow it on your windowsill like a fragrant little shield, Tulsi is a worthy ally in the battle for a calmer mind and a healthier brain. The monks knew what they were doing, and apparently, now, the neuroscientists are catching on, too.